Do you really understand men? In today's episode, I'm going to teach you 4 secrets to becoming a man whisperer.
This is Love Smarter, the show for women who want extraordinary love and aren't afraid to learn for it. Here's your host, Laurie-Anne King.
Okay, what is a man whisperer? What does that mean? I know it sounds kind of silly. Being a man whisperer is all about understanding men and knowing how to work with them in the natural way that they operate. A lot of us make the mistake of interacting with men as though they are women, and they're not. They're totally different, and so there's different rules for playing the game with men. I love and respect men so much. I think they're amazing, and I want to know how I can best work with them. I want to understand them. I want to know how they work so that I can get along with them and we can create really great things together. If you are struggling to create something that you want in your relationship, or maybe even struggling to get into a relationship with a man, understanding how to become a man whisperer will probably help. There are 2 things that men want the most. They want your love, but they also want your freedom. And where a lot of women go wrong, where I've gone wrong in the past, is in giving them my love, I take away their freedom. So let's use the analogy of a horse trainer versus a horse whisperer. Now, the horse trainer can get the horse to submit to its will, right? By kicking the spurs into its side or using that whip thing, I don't even know what it's called. The horse trainer will eventually tame the horse. However, there's only so much the horse can take before it bucks and kicks the trainer off its back. The horse whisperer, on the other hand, connects with the soul of the horse. And that horse would rather run until its heart literally explodes than let down the horse whisperer. So, in your relationship, are you a trainer or a whisperer? Here are my 4 secrets to becoming a man whisperer. Number 1, be happy. A lot. You might not have been expecting this to be the top secret, but it's really true. Men live for our happiness. They are nurtured by being around a contented woman. It fills them up. It gives them energy. And that is what they crave. Many women don't allow themselves to be that happy or to be happy for that long. It's been in how we've been socialized that we're taught to dismiss our own needs, or that being sacrificing is a virtue. Really start to prioritize your own happiness. The happier that you are, the happier your man can be. See, women set the emotional threshold in the relationship. This means your man doesn't get a whole lot more upset than you do, but he also doesn't get that much more happy than you do. The thing that gets in the way and interrupts our happiness is usually our own inner critic. Your inner critic is the little voice in your head, or maybe it's a loud voice in your head, that is judging yourself, judging the people around you, finding something to be critical about. Practice dismissing the inner critic and just allowing yourself to take the good in. The second secret to becoming a man whisperer is to listen a lot. Men share their values through their opinions and their stories. Have you ever wondered why men seem to tell the same story over and over and over again? Well, they're sharing a piece of who they are. So rather than listening to them to see whether you agree with what they're saying or you disagree, listen to learn about them. You can learn a lot about a man based on the kinds of opinions that he holds and the types of stories that he's sharing. They'll always have his values laced in there. Listening to learn about a man is a critical part of becoming a man whisperer, and here's why. Men tend to have a strong inner sense of themselves, and relative to women, this sense can be stronger. As women grow up, as little girls, we're socialized to be very relational in nature. That is, to be very considerate of other people's thoughts and feelings. And sometimes that has the impact of actually taking away our own sense of self. We might first know what other people want us to do before we actually know what it is that we want for ourselves. Men tend to hold on to that inner sense of themselves and are more internally motivated, whereas women can be more externally motivated to please the people around them. So what this means is that if you want to compel a man to act, you need to speak to that inner sense of himself. You need to speak to his deeper values. And you're only going to learn his values by really listening to what he has to say. So ask him questions and then zip it. Listen, really, really listen, and give him a lot of time and space to answer. Listen without interrupting, and actually listen until he says, I don't have anything else to say about that. That's how you'll know you've gotten his full answer. The third secret to becoming a man whisperer is to ask for what you want. Men live to make their women happy. There are two roles that men love to play. One is the role of the provider, and the other is the role of the problem solver. Men really do live to make women happy. As women, we set the emotional threshold, so he needs to make us happy in order for him to be happy. By asking for what you want, you are laying out the blueprint of how to make you happy. You're letting him know exactly how to provide for you and exactly what the problem is and that it needs to be solved. Make a lot of requests. An important difference is to distinguish between complaint language and request language. Complaint language is where you hint at what you want by complaining about what you don't already have. It's past-based and it's critical or condemning. For example, if what you want is for him to take you out to dinner, but what you say is, you never take me to dinner anymore, that's complaint language. If you reframe that to a request where you're actually asking a question and the person can consider the request and say yes or no, it would sound something like, I would love to go out for dinner with you. Will you take me on Friday? Practice asking for what you want and letting your man know exactly how to make you happy. Secret number 4 to becoming a man whisperer is to give appreciation. Give your man a lot of praise and a lot of appreciation. It's a little bit like men are always playing for points, and those points come in the form of your smile, your laughter, your words, your gratitude, your physical touch. Now, many women make the mistakes of being stingy with their praise, thinking that if he gets the praise too early or he gets the praise too often, he'll stop trying. But it actually doesn't work like that. Men love to feel like winners, and when they feel like a winner, they act like a winner. So let him win often. An easy way to let him win is by making those simple requests, letting him know exactly what you want and how to provide it for you. So be really generous with your praise. Now, don't kiss his butt. Men can detect the difference between genuine appreciation and platitude, and they want your genuine appreciation. The secret to giving out really genuine appreciation is that you yourself must be feeling it. It's a sensation. It's a felt emotion. So allow yourself to get present to what are all the great things he already provides for you. How does it really feel to have someone care for you in the way that he cares for you? And let yourself feel and express that natural appreciation. All right, there's lots more where this came from, but start with these 4 strategies. Number 1, practice being happy a lot. Also listen. Be very generous in listening to your man and distinguish what are his values that he's sharing through the opinions or stories that he's communicating. The third secret is to ask for what you want. Use request language instead of making complaints. And number 4 is to give appreciation. Be generous and give him lots of points in the form of praise, gratitude, smiles, laughter, and physical touch. And have it be authentic. Allow yourself to actually feel that appreciation for who he is and what he provides for you. You can become a man whisperer with any man in your life. It doesn't have to be in a romantic capacity. Men love to serve women. They really do. So whether it's a coworker, a boss, your husband, or a friend, practice using the 4 man whisperer tools to improve your relationship with that person. All right, that's all for today. I will catch you next time. And until then, love smarter. Hey, did you like this episode? Then you will love my upcoming live online class. You'll leave with insights that improve your love life immediately. Plus, you'll have the chance to ask me anything. This class is completely free and it always fills up quickly, so head on over to laking.tv/free class to register right now. See you in class!